Good morning, children. How are you all? Children, I hope you all are fit and fine. So, children, today's our topic is pre-fertilization events. In this topic, we have already discussed the gametogenesis process. Gametogenesis means formation of gametes. After that, we are going to discuss about the gametes transfer. So children, we know that the formation of the male and the female gametes must be physically brought together to facilitate the fusion process. And the fusion is called fertilization. Fusion of the male gametes and the female gametes is known the fertilization. So children, the male gametes need a medium to move towards the female gametes for the fertilization, because we know most of the organism and most of the species are present in which the male gametes is motile, they can move, but the female gametes is stationary. So in some fungi and the algae, both types of the gametes are motile and they can move because they are present in mostly water. Children, in some plants like smaller plants, alga, some bryophytes and the pteridophytes, the gamete transfers takes place through the water medium, and to compensate the loss of male gametes during the transport, large amount of the male gametes is produced. But in the seed plants, where it is called the angiosperms. Angiosperm means when the seeds are covered with the fruit wall, it is called the angiosperm. So that the pollen grains, which is the male gametes, so that these pollen grains which are produced in the anther wall, so they can carry the male gamete, and the ovules which carries the female gamete, which is called the egg or ovum. So children, pollen grains are transferred to the stigma. Okay, so you can see in this picture there is a flower and some pollen grains are transferring from the anthers to the stigma part of the gynoecium. So children, after that we have discussed that the self-pollination and the cross-pollination process. First we should know what is the pollination. Pollination simply a process of the transfer of the pollen grains from the anthers to the stigma. Okay, and in the bisexual self-fertilizing plants like pea plants, anthers and the filaments, they are anthers and the stigma are close to each other, because the both male and the female part, they are close to each other, so that the transfer of the pollen grains are very easy. Okay, but it is not present in all type of plants. In the cross pollinating plants, when we are talking about the dioecious plants, the pollination helps in the transfer of pollen grains, and the pollen grains germinate on the stigma, and the pollen tubes are arises, and then it carries the two male gametes which reaches to the ovule and then discharge the male gametes near the egg cell. So children, in the dioecious animals, the fertilization helps for the successful transfer and the coming together of the gametes. Children, you can see the self-pollination process and also the cross-pollination process. After the discussion of the first part of the sexual reproduction, which is called the gametogenesis and gametes transfer, we are starting the second part of this topic, which is the fertilization. Fertilization means the fusion of the both gametes, male and the female gametes, to form a diploid cell, and the diploid cell which is called the zygote, and the whole process of the fertilization is also called the syngamy process. Children, in the rotifers like some lizard and some honeybees, some birds, there are the female gametes which develops to the new organism without the fertilization process. So it is a type of exception. So this process is also called the parthenogenesis process. Okay. Children, basically the fertilization is of two types. Okay. First is the external fertilization and the second is of internal fertilization. External means when the fertilization process which are occurred in the outside the organism's body, any organism, so that the fertilization process when the occurred outside the body in the external environment, in the external medium, like for example water, the zygote is also formed outside the body. So children, in most of the aquatic organisms which are present in the water, like many algae, bony fishes and the amphibians, they are present the external fertilization. So children, some organisms show the synchrony between the sexes and the release of the large amount of gametes into their surrounding medium to ensure the syngamy process. Syngamy, which we have discussed, syngamy means the fertilization event. But some disadvantage are also there of the external fertilization. Like the offsprings are extremely vulnerable to the predators and the threatening their surviving up to the adulthood. So most of the care wants to prepare, and some eggs are they destroy by the predators. The second part of the fertilization is the internal fertilization. Children, when the fertilization process occur inside the body of an organism, like the syngamy process, the fusion of the male and the female occurs inside the body, so it is called the internal fertilization. Some examples are there, some fungi present, some animals like reptiles, birds, mammals, some plant species of the angiosperm, gymnosperm, pteridophytes and bryophytes. They have the internal fertilization process. Children, in this, non-motile egg is formed inside the female body, to where the motile egg, or where we can say the motile male gamete, reaches and fuses, because the egg is non-motile, it is not moved, but the male gamete, it can move, so it reaches and fuses to the another female gamete. Children, in the seed plants, what happens when the non-motile male gametes are carried to the female gamete by the pollen tubes, which we have discussed in a process of pollination, and there is a large number of the sperms which are produced, but the number of the eggs is very low. So children, today we have discussed the process of fertilization, in which we have discussed the gamete transfer. After the formation of gamete, how they transfer in the medium of external water medium, by the air, by the water, and after that We have already discussed that the process of internal fertilization and external fertilization. When the process of fertilization occur outside the body of an organism, it is called the external fertilization. Internal fertilization means if it occurs inside the body of any organism, it is called the internal fertilization process. So hope children this topic is clear to you. Any query you can ask. Children, today is your homework to write down the difference between internal and external fertilization with well labeled diagram and well examples. Okay, and you should make some diagrams of gamete transfer in the angiosperm. Thank you children.